All right, everyone, I'm super excited today for many reasons. One of them is that I get to use my V finally. It's usually sitting back here, just watching patiently, waiting. And since I'm doing a Metallica video again, I figured, it's a great time to bring it out. And I'm also excited because I think I finally figured out the solo section of Fight Fire with Fire. Not the solo, actually, the rhythm played behind it, which seems to be very, very confusing for everybody, including myself. And last time I made a video about the main riff of the song and how I slowed it down and decoded it a little bit. And a lot of people were like, yeah, but what about the solo section? So I thought I would start off with the rhythm aspect of it. Once you lock that down and it makes sense to you, then we can move on to the actual solo, which we'll do in another video. So that's going to be great because I love that harmonizing part. It's going to be exciting. So the best way for me to figure this out, or how I figured it out, was I slowed it down, played it a million times. I was up all night last night trying to get the final details down. And then I came here today and I did the drum track. We did a slow track and a faster track so that you could hear it in great detail. And once you hear it in a new way, you go back to the original and you go, okay, I hear it with new ears now. It makes more sense. It's like just having a new perspective on it. But let's break it down so it makes sense. So first off, if you slow down the riff that's happening behind the main solo, it's going to sound like this. See, that's not so weird if you slow it down. It almost sounds like White Zombie, Thunder Kiss. So I kind of sometimes get those mixed up, so I got to be careful. With a click. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now what we do is we just move that around to a few other places, but we change after weird timing sometimes. That's why it sounds so bizarre when it's full speed. So here's the formula that works best for me. I'm going to do the first part, which is over the E power chord, and I'm going to play that for 9 measures. It's weird counting 9, so I like to go 4 and then 5. So here's an example. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that would be the end of that E section. Then we move to the 5th fret. We're going to do A power chord. First we hit the power chord, then we just hit the single string when we do the muting. We're going to do this for a total of 3 measures. 1, 2, 3. Then we move to G, 3rd fret, for 2. 1, 2. Then F sharp for 2. 1, 2. We do another cycle of those before we move to the riff that really confused me. Let's go to that really confusing riff because now that I've broken it down differently, it's not so scary. 1, 2, 3, 4. My brain almost exploded last night when I finally heard it that new way. It just has a different groove to it. And of course, slow, it's way easier to do. When you start to speed it up, things get blurry again. All right, so now I'm going to play just the backing music slow, and I'm going to get through that whole thing and show you how it sounds with new ears. Here we go. So I hope some of your heads exploded like mine. It's such a cool thing when you all of a sudden hear something new and it makes sense. Now I have to admit, even though I hear it in a new way, when it's sped up, my ear wants to switch the beat. Just like a lot of people said about Fight Fire with Fire, it always sounds like it's the snare dominating. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. When it's really 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So you gotta stay with that offbeat, as I like to call it. All right, let's give it a go. So there you go, almost full speed. And like I said, next time we're going to add the solo to it, and it's just going to be chaos, but it's going to be like calm within the chaos, the eye of the storm. A lot of stuff's going on, but deep down you hear it and you feel it correctly, so it's not as scary. I really hope this helps a lot of people out there who have been confused by this over all these years like I have. And once again, I hope I have way more videos where I could use this guitar because it feels good to me now. I'm used to it sitting on my lap like this. V's are kind of strange, you know. But I'm playing a lot more like this now. Kind of classical playing when I do faster stuff or heavier stuff. It seems to work out really well, and when I stand up, it's not that big of a change. So I think I might keep using this V for more and more lessons. I'm excited. If I could just keep it in frame, that would be nice. All right, everyone. We'll catch you at the next lesson. Thanks for watching. Bye.